Hello, everyone! How are we? Another day, another... How's it going? What do I mean? Yeah, kind of busy out there. Not too busy. Hopefully it hasn't been a rough adjustment as far as I can tell. Some stuff to get into, I suppose. I'd hate to make this just turn into a complete news comedy segment without doing any talking about my life, because then we might possibly lose some... I don't know, I don't want to be that guy. So didn't do anything today except for fix something that was business related. Happens to be the back seat of my vehicle, and we're just talking about minor surgery when it comes to a reupholstering job, whatever the phrase is. Amateur reupholstering, which includes no stitching of any sort. Yeah, that's fun. So that is just reason to be in a decent mood. Hope you guys kind of get some sort of... Okay, let's move on. So, I'm seeing across the news that the final Epstein documents have been released. Do we really tune in to, grab all this stuff? I watched a tiny bit of a Russell Brand segment on it, I guess, but couldn't even finish it. How much time do we really want to spend on this stuff? It was interesting to, for the first time, see Michael Jackson's name. I mean, I'm not going to do any impressions or anything, but... Oh, do you have any boys? Because I can get on my private plane and get, All right. And then what else? If the jokes fail, they fail, people. And then I didn't mention it the first time because, I don't know, I want my passion to fall. If you want me to talk about things I'm passionate about, how about I'm hearing... through the, I don't do any socializing, so what I mean is through the skateboarding internet grapevine, that muscle memory may have been debunked, or in this case, I heard it was. Watch the 9 Club episode with Ben DeGros, if you want the exact quote, but there is nothing further from the truth. Okay, so I've never really... See, alright, so maybe I shouldn't have mentioned fixing anything today, but I've never really believed in anything so much. I set up and it's all vlogged about here, but I haven't... It's been getting dusty outside where I set up a little Papa Shot, and by that I mean a massive one, and I've just overdone it. I've probably shot more than 3,000 shots on that thing, maybe more than almost 10,000 or more. And getting a ball back... Okay, so then I went to the court like 6 months after taking a break. Maybe it was only 3 or 4, whatever. The point is, it's a long time. And my shot was still there. It was much like riding a bicycle. So I don't know. Don't care. Let's get back into stuff you guys care about. Okay. Let's see. Stephen Hawking. Didn't mention him. Yeah. So there's just a plethora of jokes there. And mine would be something like, how many, how much do I have to roll around to get a blowjob? Okay, and the last thing I wanted to mention was Jim Carrey not being, as far as we know, I'm trying to keep my head down and do a proper job here, but Jim Carrey not being in it, there's something that I have some passion about, I suppose. We, of course, heard possibly when his name was being thrown about. I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't on there after as much as I looked into it, which is not very much. But he does have a small connection to a person I used to know, and there's a bit of a minor scandal there, maybe on my part, really. And I was just, do I really? No, it's time to go. We don't have to dive into this, but it's just good to know that the guy wasn't sort of as awful as that would make him seem. So, not necessarily going to throw him up in the title here. Not that I ever have a plan for a title necessarily, but yeah, this person he was dating died, and this is a story within the the community that I used to be a part of. I always say community because I don't want to say religion. I don't really mind saying cult, but I'd rather say organization or business. Scientology, anyway. So she committed. What is it called when you say unalived? So stupid. Let's get out of here. But in some regards, I was just part of a marriage thing. She wanted to stay in the country with some guy that obviously didn't love her, I guess. Something like that. Ooh. Maybe that you could take that as evidence back to the courts. All right, guys. I'll see you guys around the bend. Sorry, this one probably wasn't as great. But I'll be back tomorrow trying to cover as much stuff as possible and be good at this. Okay. Cheers. Have a great one. Cheerios. Toodles.